Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. This is This Week in Geek for June 27th, 2015. How impressive is that?
The third time's the charm, as they say.
You know what the saddest part is? I actually had to read it this time. I had the date in front of me when I got it wrong earlier.
I'm going to get you one of those desk calendars.
So let's introduce ourselves on that end.
I'm a little Knitza. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Wow. Chris Mao.
And Rob Southgate. We are light tonight. I know looking at us you can't believe that, but
What?
our fourth member, Edward, I'll say he's our littlest member,
Yeah.
isn't
He
here.
weighs as much as my leg.
Unless somebody's hiding him in a pocket.
Hello.
No, you're going to do like, what's his name?
Hello.
You're gonna
Hello.
remember
Hervé
who
Village.
was the guy that did the thing with the hand? Remember that guy, the old one?
Yeah.
Come on, Dad. You know who I'm talking about. Senor Winches. My dad gets it. My dad gets 50 points on the game for later.
That's right.
Senor Winches. So he'll be Edward. I don't like to be.
Wait, I got one.
There's no trivia tonight. What are you talking about?
No trivia. Sorry, Dad. No points for you. All right. I want to jump right into the stories for the week.
Go ahead.
All right? I know there's some big ones. The biggest one, Jake Lloyd got arrested.
That is not the biggest one. But
Jake Lloyd, who played Anakin Skywalker, and also that kid in Jingle All the Way, was arrested for, like, driving. I don't know what he was arrested for, but he was arrested.
Pod racing.
He was pod racing, so Bulba got him. Yep.
Best impression ever.
See?
Ever for you.
The best part is the people at home got to see the face I made. You weren't looking, but yep.
I'm glad I wasn't looking.
So, yeah, Jake Lloyd arrested. You guys feel anything about that?
Nope.
Yeah, his picture looks pretty scary. That's all I got to say.
I didn't
He
see
did not
it.
age well.
They did a good job recasting him for episodes 2 and 3. That's all I got to say. Because Hayden Christensen can't act, but at least he looks a lot better than that dude.
That's true.
Yeah, looking a little rough, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, worse. It's bad.
I don't know if anybody's Macaulay Culkin scary.
Macaulay Culkin.
I mean, he can play death without any makeup.
He's going to be Deadman in the next DC movie. That would be perfect casting.
Maybe.
Instead of
like,
Jaden
there's no
Smith.
CG needed at all.
No CG. Just take your shirt off all bones.
See.
Chris, I don't know if you want this show on in here. Do you remember what happens in this episode?
Yeah.
There's
Daisy.
stuff.
Sorry, can we change? Yeah.
Because it's going to it's Sense8. Great show.
Not kid
Not
friendly.
appropriate in
Wait,
here.
this is Sense 8
Yeah,
on
this
the
is.
monitors in here?
Yeah, thanks, Daisy. Sorry. Yeah, this isn't good.
All right.
We'll be talking about that later on the next podcast.
Can we talk about the most important thing this week, please?
Sure. Hotel Transylvania 2 trailer came out.
God, I hate you.
Did you guys see it?
The what trailer?
Hotel Transylvania 2?
Yes, I've seen it.
Did you like the movie? The original movie.
The first one was okay.
I liked
It's
the
fine.
first
My
movie.
kids
What about
liked
the
first
second one?
You like the first one, but who voices one of the characters? It's your hero, Kevin James.
It is. Finally, he did something worth watching. I didn't have to see that pouty face. He has pouty face syndrome.
He does.
See?
Poorly.
Validation, folks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Validation.
Who are we talking about?
Kevin James.
Yes, I know. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he does.
I liked that movie, but what'd you think of the trailer?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's where they're logically going next. You know, the daughter wants to move out, and
You know what?
they've got a grandson who's half human, half vampire, and
It seemed like they had a better idea in the first one. This one, I just kind of like, okay, it's
they're
a
cashing in.
sequel.
That's it.
It's
Cash.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be better than Grown Ups 2, but I don't know, man.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
I don't
Good seeing
know.
you. Thanks.
You're too loud.
I'm too loud?
No, I'm not too loud. I'm
How's
amazing.
that? Is that better?
My voice is amazing.
Yes. So,
He's wearing a hat that says
so
it.
Alil,
It's
you had
amazing.
other news?
I do. We have our new Spider-Man.
Asa Butterwiper.
Nope. Tom Holland will be the new Spider-Man in the Sony Marvel whatever they're planning on doing. And the new movie will be directed by John Watts, who has done nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's he done? Oh, come
it-
on.
it-
That
hold
at
on.
least deserves something.
Is he going to be remembered for killing Spider-Man finally?
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. No, sorry.
Killing
I
Spider-Man.
love me
he's
some Spider-Man,
He's
so.
an indie director, and I mean, it's fine. I trust it because Kevin Feige's working on it. So if this was a Sony thing, I would.
Yeah, I'd be a little nervous. But no,
Little scared.
what has this guy done? Does anyone know what Tom Holland has done?
no.
No.
No, he's been in
Because
some...
Asa Butterface, we knew what he did. But
He did well. He's doing a movie coming out right now coming out this year with Chris Hemsworth, and Tom Holland was in the Impossible. Where,
What is that?
I forgot. I haven't seen it. He played somebody's. He played. Was it Sean Penn? I don't remember who was in this movie.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Is my
Nice.
radiation bleeding through over there now? You're like, who is this?
The Impossible?
Yeah. And the movie that's coming up is called In the Heart of the Sea, and that's what he'll be playing with Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. It's not going to be a sequel to Titanic because remember she threw the heart in the sea. Never mind. All right.
Boo.
So I'm excited for this because it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Chris, are you down with this?
No, I like it. I just... You
just
know,
want to see it.
I want to see it, and I want to see him do his Spider-Man stuff. So, yes, it would be great.
So they obviously didn't go Miles Morales on this. Did you think, honestly, that they would? I never did.
I never did here because I think with Marvel wanting to have a piece of it, they wanted to get Peter Parker right. And as much as there's a lot of people out there that don't care and they love Miles Morales, I think Peter Parker is very important to the Marvel Universe. But I do like the fact that now with this merger and what they're doing with the other realms and everything, we can see in the future a Miles Morales movie. We can see a Spider-Gwen movie. We can see all that, and
Yes, we
Sony has
can.
been talking about that.
Silk movie, that'd be awesome. Agent Venom movie, awesome.
Yeah. Well, I would like to see first
Spider
Venom.
Ham.
I'd like to see first Venom before we see Agent Venom.
Is that going to be the name? First Venom? Just
Sure.
like First Blood?
First Venom Part 2. Yes.
Crawl through the tunnels with rats on her. Yeah, it'd be great. Awesome.
I was going to do a Stallone impression, but I can't think of a good joke to use. So, not that that's ever stopped me, I guess. You know what? Going along with what you said, there was more news this week. Marvel announced, they had their big blow up the Marvel Universe. The comics are all done, right? So now they're rebuilding the Marvel Universe. It's one universe instead of all these different dimensions. You know that's not going to last. But in this, there are 2 Spider-Men. And they announced that the book, it's not called Spectacular Spider-Man. It's not called Amazing Spider-Man. It's called Spider-Man. And it is starring Miles Morales.
Right.
And Peter Parker is going to be in it as more like a mentor, which opens the door for older Spider-Man to show up. I think this is cool.
Old
And
Man Spider-Man?
I think that when you think about it, what they're doing with the MCU, this is how they do it. They do the Peter Parker story that way, but now they have a Miles Morales character that they can play with later. I think I'm right. I think you're going to mark my words that when they destroy the Marvel Universe in 2027, they're going to the MCU. That's when they're going to bring it back. You're going to have movies with old Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and the whole thing's going to be happening at that point. I think that's what's going to happen. I am projecting into the future. I'm like the Amazing Kreskin. Yeah. Hold on.
I don't know. I don't.
And Kevin James will never be in one of these. The Amazing Kreskin has spoken again.
He should be. He should be. He'll be
No.
Old Man Peter.
Wow. Peter has gone to pot. Look, he's got frowny face syndrome even under the mask.
He's working at the mall. It'll be...
And Chris, you did validate it. I'm just going to put that on the record.
I did.
Mark that one down.
Mark it down. Time
Kevin
stamp
James
it.
has frowny face syndrome.
Time stamp it. So
All right. So, Alil or Chris, you got one?
I do. Some big Doctor Who news. Alex Kingston, who plays River Song in the new Who episodes, is going to be doing a Big Finish radio.
Really?
Radio play with Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor, which will be awesome. And it's called the River Song Diaries. It's going to be out of this world.
These big audio, what is it, big audio?
Big Finish audio.
Big Finish audio books are fantastic. They're really good. And those are the ones Paul McGann's been doing for a while. And they've actually said those are canon. So this is canon. And that means that, according to this, Paul McGann has actually been the Doctor longer than any other Doctor because he's played so many of the radio plays, or he's done more episodes or something like that.
Right, he's been.
I'm getting it all wrong.
No, you're right. He has been the Doctor the longest tenure because he's been in things over years. And the big catch with this is River Song never meets the Eighth Doctor in person. They only interact, so they never meet.
That works as an audio play.
Yeah, it works as an audio play very well. So, well, I mean, I think it'll be good.
I'm down with this. I am down with this. That's awesome.
I was excited, so it's good to see her back in the fold. There's still hope that she will be back in the series with Peter Capaldi at some time. So.
There are rumors to that effect.
And when asked by yours truly, she said, "You never know." So she did not deny it, but she did not say yes.
She said that because you went, the River Song.
I did not. I did not fanboy.
No.
Only a little.
I always you only fanboy me. Yeah, I know. You love it. You love it when I'm here.
Yes, I do.
Oh, look, it's so
because you're amazing.
That's what A on the hat's for. Amazing.
I thought it meant something else.
Some Star Trek news that they started filming Star Trek 3.
There's 2 bits of news.
Yes, that started, and then there are reports that when they redid the contracts with Zach Quinto and
Chris Pine,
that they locked them in for a 4th movie, which is
I read it. I'll update to that.
And a huge increase in salary.
Yes, I read an update that said that is true.
Yeah, I did too.
So even before they've done this movie, before they've started filming, these guys have gotten on board for number 4. This is fantastic news. Let's continue these voyages. Because originally, the whole J.J. Abrams universe was supposed to be a trilogy. And they said that was going to be it. But by doing this, they're saying, well, no, this could be its own universe. It's going to extend out, which is awesome.
Well, you mean since he picked up that little Star Wars gig he's got going?
Yeah, he got a little something going.
He's a little busy, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He jumped on a better franchise. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
maybe the only one you could step up to from Star Trek.
What do you call it? Eating crow a little? I'm going to eat crow.
All right, go ahead. You need to eat a lot of it, though.
I don't need to. I'm right about so much. It's amazing.
At least in your head.
I am the amazing Kreskin. No. I saw a trailer for Pixels this week, the new extended trailer.
Yeah.
I liked it. I've been busting on this movie. It looks terrible.
For 3 months, you've just been
know why?
Lambasting this movie.
I can tell you exactly why I liked it. The
Kevin
focus.
James wasn't in the trailer.
He was in it for about 10 seconds. Adam Sandler was in it for about 10 seconds. The focus was on the games and what was happening and Peter Dinklage. And I was like, this movie looks awesome.
Peter Dinklage. Dinklage.
And then they did the stupid Donkey Kong joke where Kevin James made his face and went, oh, it's Donkey Kong. You're terrible at this game. And Adam Sandler went, I'm terrible at this game. And I went, okay, I can tolerate this movie. So that's a huge eating crow that I would even say I would tolerate this movie.
Can we timestamp this?
Yeah. So hashtag he'll maybe see it. Okay, possibly. Somebody was going to say something.
Well, I got something here for those Harry Potter fans out there, which I'm a huge
I know one right here.
J.K. Rowling is working on a sequel, but it's going to be a play. It's a stage show that they're doing out in London right now that they're working for Harry Potter, and it's actually going to be kind of not the very next year, what she said, but she said it will be in between the two endings of the last movie before you see
the flash forward and all that.
So
it's actually called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it's going to be a stage play in London. Now, you did read that it is a sequel. I read that people were at that point speculating and said it's either going to be at that point between the two stories, or it was. This is what was weird. She said the person said that it looked like it was going to be the story, or no, she said, wouldn't it be interesting to explore the time when Harry was like orphaned with the Dursleys? And then she said, but this isn't a prequel. Wouldn't that be a prequel?
Yes.
Yes, it would be.
Okay.
By definition. But
But what
I
you're
don't know.
saying,
I don't know who would watch that. If
can you imagine? It's just a kid getting shoved in a closet.
Yeah. No.
I mean, come on. It's like people under the stairs without the Ronald Reagan mask. How awesome would that be if it turned out if the prequel to Harry Potter is people under the stairs? I'm going to watch that in a whole new light. That's awesome.
Just superimpose Daniel Radcliffe's
I'm just going to picture with Daniel Radcliffe's face on it. That is
awesome.
awesome.
Run around.
It completely changes that movie.
Yeah, a
I
little.
think that's going to be the twofer. I'm going to watch People Under the Stairs and go right into Harry Potter and see if I can connect the dots.
I just got an update that she's getting on a plane to kill you right now. just heard that. I'm not saying anything, but
J.K. Rowling, I've had enough.
she owns her own jet. She's just going to nuke us. That's it. That'll be.
Man.
Oh, that's awesome. So that was good news.
Did you guys see the Doctor Strange fan-made clip? Like intro?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable.
So it's like one of these mock-up intros
Yeah,
that a
but
fan did?
it's a lot more than just like a mock-up intro. The guy did some actual some CGI work.
Cool.
It is amazing, and everybody is saying that if they incorporated some of this into the actual intro of the movie, it would be fantastic. Much like what Doctor Who did for the Peter Capaldi years. That whole spiral time thing was done by a fan, and then they asked him to do the actual intro for the show, which is kind of neat. So yeah,
That's really cool.
it's really neat. The
So
guy,
I'll have to look that one up. Is it on like Joe Blow or something?
It's on YouTube. So just do
Doctor Strange intro?
Yep, Doctor Strange intro was really good. So
Cool. Disney is developing an adventure film based on Charles Darwin. And I read the description.
An adventure film?
Yeah, I know. I read the description, and they're like, well, no, he was quite the explorer before he started talking about fossils. And they said he got on a ship and had some adventures and then went to that island and became Charles Darwin. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like an adventure film. It doesn't even sound like Up.
Does sound like-
Yeah, right. I don't know, man. I think they're trying to make National Treasure. Like, Disney already owns Indiana Jones, but you're going to make a Charles Darwin as an Indiana Jones type thing, I think is what they're going for. Doesn't that seem weird to you? Does anybody care about seeing this? And there's going to be, like, is he going to have, like, it's evolution, my dear, every time? And they're like, what is that? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, no kidding. What are you talking
Read
about?
my book later.
Well, I mean, they could
Best
be,
impression ever.
if they're making it just as a kids movie to try and educate some people, it might not be bad, but who knows where it can go or
There's no
how
way
bad.
an adventure movie of Charles Darwin is
but
educating.
It's Disney. They can, they do a movie about cars talking to each other. So
True.
what do you want me to do? Oh, you know what?
Yeah, but that movie wasn't very good.
No.
All right, does anyone in the
They don't-
audience care about a Charles Darwin adventure film? Nope.
No,
No.
Charles Manson,
Okay.
maybe.
Oh, a Charles Manson
Charles-
adventure film. Wait a minute. It's a prequel to the event. What do you think of that? He gets on a boat and he discovers a thing and there's fossils and wait,
Yeah.
that's getting boring again.
Wait, that's getting
it's
boring.
evolution, my darling.
We could put that to rest
It's gonna
after
be on the
this show.
poster.
Yes, it's evolutionary. Whatever. Oh, and you know what? You brought up Disney. They have. Go right
Nice.
ahead. You can have it. You got it. They have outlawed selfie sticks at Disney parks.
What?
They just outlawed them like a day ago.
But a
because-
Lil's going there soon. That
I know.
can't be. A Lil, that can't be.
3 weeks from today, I will be
nice.
this minute. 3 weeks from today, I will be riding the rides at Epcot.
Very nice. But yeah, I think they got sick and tired of people hitting each other in the heads with it and not paying attention, while
I'm
they're walking.
sure.
So
Oh my
they said
gosh.
that's it.
That's kind of funny.
So sell your stock now. In
Because
selfie
Disney's
sticks.
going down?
No, not Disney.
Oh,
the
selfie sticks.
Because that's bad.
It's not going anywhere.
It is
A
not.
Lil's going to still smuggle one in and see what happens.
I'm not going there. All right.
I'm done. I'm out.
Early
You
reviews.
don't want to know where he's smuggling it in, though. Go ahead, Lil.
Early reviews have come out for Ant-Man, and people are liking it. They're saying it's really good.
You know
And
why?
on top
It's a
of that-
Marvel movie.
And on top of that, there are 2 end of the credits teasers. So stay all the way to the end. And that's what
Any
they're
word on
saying.
what they are?
Nobody's given out what they are, but they said that they are awesome.
There's no chance one is Spider-Man, right? They just cast this guy.
They just cast him. No, it's not going to be Spider-Man. My guess it's going to be something tied
What
into...
if it is him, the one where he's cleaning the window, and it's like, we got you. It was that. That was real.
I don't think that's real.
No, I know that's not real because we saw the making of thing.
No. My guess is one's going to be tied into Civil War, and one will be tied into Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have something in space, something in Warlock, something...
What you know what? Here's what I want to see in space. I want to see something that tips us off its Guardians of the Galaxy. Like maybe you see a ship going and you kind of hear 70s music, and then you see the Hulk floating behind, and then it just cuts out. That would be the greatest thing ever. I would buy a ticket to see Ant-Man just to see
But the Hulk is supposed to now be in Civil War.
I don't care. What he gets around.
he just goes in there for that cameo, then he comes back in.
He does.
That'd be awesome.
You just draw him in.
You just ruined my whole day. How awesome would that be? Is he going to fight the Red Hulk in Civil War? That's what the rumor is.
That is the rumor.
I'm going to freak out if there's a Red Hulk in that, which means we're that close to a She-Hulk movie and a Red She-Hulk. I am freaking out.
That was already they were floating that out there about.
You need to calm down.
The many Hulks that they're bringing in. So
Yes, there's so many Spider-Mans and so many Hulks. Oh,
it's going to be great.
So many Captain Americas.
So many Captain Americas.
So many
Wolverines now.
So many.
Yeah, did you hear that? I don't think we didn't hit on this last week. Did you hear that new Wolverine movie? It sounds like Hugh Jackman was saying it's going to be an old man Wolverine story.
Old man Logan, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's not going to be.
No, shut up. I want it to be.
Hawkeye, there's a lot of characters that it can't be.
I don't care. I want it to be
but it
Old
won't
Man
be.
Logan.
He will be Old Man Logan, but the story won't be Old Man Logan
and
from the
then at
books.
the end, Death of Wolverine. And then Fox doesn't have him anymore, and Marvel Universe picks him up and it's like, joke. Yep. And they cast Asa Butterfield as Wolverine because they owe him one. Why'd you go silent over there, Lil?
What are you talking about?
They don't owe him anything.
They do. They were going to hire Asa Butterfield.
I know they were, but
and then they said no.
He was one of finalists.
He was one of 6 people that they were looking at.
They owe him one.
It's because Tom
What,
Holland
for Ender's Game?
can do flips.
They owe him one from that?
Yes.
Because this kid can do flips on his own.
Shut up, can he?
Tom Holland, he had this whole thing on YouTube. He had like 15 clips of him doing all these backflips and stuff.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We're not familiar with athletic. Well
He's
played,
able to
William.
run and jump like people.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Yeah, like people, just nobody at this table.
Hey, man, I can run.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but you fall down everywhere you go.
That is true. That doesn't mean it stops me from running.
That's true.
It's like when I played
good.
softball and I finally hit the ball and I ran to first base. I fell
hit
the
the
first
ball.
time I did. Like, boom, right down on my face.
I finally hit the ball on accident as I was closing my eyes and swinging at the
Crying
at
a little
the
bit.
flies.
No!
Was Walter Matthau yelling at you from the sidelines? Take one for the team.
Asa Buttermaker was yelling at me from the sidelines.
Asa Buttermaker.
All right, well, also with Marvel, real
More
quick.
Marvel, good Lord.
Because of Guardians of the Galaxy, we were talking about that before with the. It looks like Adam Warlock and Magnus are going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Shut up! I didn't read that. I knew Adam Warlock, but Magnus, really?
Yeah, because they're talking about it. He might end up being a teaser at the end, but they're talking about Magnus being in one of the main villains for Infinity War.
Cool.
Which I think is awesome because he is one of the big bads with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
That is very good.
I'm going to round out the Marvel news, and then we can get on to something else.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's fine.
This isn't Marvel MCU, but this is Marvel news. There's a rumor going around, and whenever there's a rumor, you know that there's a reason. They're testing waters or something. Fantastic Four and X-Men movie crossover in 2018 is what they're saying. Think this is going to happen?
They've been talking about that for a while.
Yeah, but
Fox has.
It hit the news this week. Like, it's really going around. I have a feeling they're testing the waters to see, are people sick of these, or even though Fantastic Four might bomb, are people going to be into this?
We will see what happens.
Scott says no.
we will see what happens after Fantastic Four opens.
Scott and I will be
I
in
think that's what
Fantastic
it is.
Four together on opening night.
That's
all I
when
have to
you'll
say.
find out if there will be a crossover or not.
Did you guys see this the Mac-up standee thing of the Thing?
Yeah, with no pants on?
Yeah. He's smooth. We'll just say that. The thing is not having thing babies. Not going to happen.
No mini things?
No mini things.
I don't know. Did you get
the
up close?
no pants thing as a stand-up at a movie theater is a little weird.
They didn't have the budget for it.
No, they were Ang Leeing him because Ang Lee wanted the Hulk without pants in the original Hulk.
Can you
movie.
imagine if they did like
That's how they had the CG initially. It was a lot of green Hulk.
Really?
Yeah. And then Marvel's like, you can't do this.
No, but Dr. Manhattan, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll make it bigger and blue. That's okay.
Yeah, right.
Well, that was
That's
R.
Billy,
wasn't Watchmen R, though?
Yes. Yeah, it was. But Hulk wasn't.
It's Billy Crudup, so yeah, we can do that.
But who'd want to? I don't want to see that. And the thing, I mean, just put pants on the guy. We don't need to see that he's,
a thing?
He's missing the rocks.
He's missing a thing?
Yeah, he's missing something.
He's missing those.
So moving right ahead, Das Boot is getting remade.
Yeah, great. Yes.
What is with you bringing all this stuff?
No, it came.
I know.
They're remaking it's horrible. So
I love the movie Das Boot. 3.5. I like the director's cut. 3.5 hours in a German U-boat, all in German.
Of course you did.
Fantastic.
Of course you did.
And now they're remaking it. I'm like, why would you remake it? It's a classic.
If they could remake it in another language, them watching in German subtitles, that would be awesome.
Austrian,
yes.
Very subtle difference. Only it's Schwarzenegger trying to move around inside of that. Well, I can move in the submarine.
Him and Dolph Lundgren.
Get your ass to the submarine.
That
would be in English, though. It would be Braunschweiger. That's my...
You're practicing on your German from Deutschland, aren't you?
You're terrible.
That is awful.
So, all right,
I'm gonna do my Edward voice now. So Jason Statham is gonna be in Fast and the Furious 8. Thank you, Edward.
It's like he's here.
He's in Fast and the Furious 8. Jason Statham's coming back.
Jason Statham
didn't die.
He's somewhere with big crocodile tears.
William, we just lost our feed. I don't know how that happened.
No, we watched our one viewer. Edward just like, that's enough of these guys.
Son of a click.
Time to watch Fast and Furious 7. So, Chris, you look like you had something.
I did, but it's okay. There are rumors that Tyrese Gibson, who is not denying it and actually is kind of talking about it, is going to be Jon Stewart in the Green Lantern, where he's going to be, they've got Chris Pine as Hal Jordan. And then they're going to bring in Tyrese Gibson,
casting.
which I think he's going to be fantastic. So they're talking about bringing him in Justice League as Chris Pine in that, and then they're going to do a Green Lantern Corps because there's a lot of them. And that is the rumor and what they're speculating, so they can get more Green Lanterns into the fold.
Well, they don't have enough superheroes in this movie.
Yes, exactly.
Let's have 17 Green Lanterns.
Exactly. But I mean, I think that's good because that was one of the few things that I really liked about
when
the
they were
movie.
in OA or OA.
OA. When they were in OA and they did that, I think it was really interesting to see, and I think Chris Pine would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean he's no Ryan Reynolds,
but he is no Ryan Reynolds. But
Ryan Reynolds.
The rumor is that he's up for that role in Wonder Woman. He's supposed to play Steve.
Yes.
But
then how can he do this? Are they going to have it so convoluted?
They're saying that's kind of a lie to kind of bring it under the radar because they don't want to announce that he's going to be Hal Jordan, and they were going to announce just Tyrese being Jon Stewart.
I think they should get Jon Stewart to play Jon Stewart. Very snarky.
That would be great. Hal Linden to play Hal Jordan.
Oh, Hal Linden is Hal Jordan. That'd be awesome. Is he alive? I don't know.
Yes, he is.
They'll just prop him up.
Abe Vigoda is, so I'm thinking.
Yeah, if Abe Vigoda is, everybody on. No, Jack Sue died.
I believe Hal Linden is not with us.
Really? But Jack Sue died. I remember he died. I don't know about Wojciechowski. Wojciechowicz?
Wojciechowicz.
All right. Did we talk about a Lil's thing enough? Did you see
what?
Did you see the trailer for Heroes Reborn?
I did. Did you?
I did not.
What'd you think?
I love seeing Hiro, so I'm in just for the ending. So I was
that was the whole thing. the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, oh, okay, where have all the heroes gone? And okay, here's somebody jumping on a counter, and this is a person holding a sword. Hiro.
Like,
oh, I'm in. I'm watching it now.
Him and Noah, and when Noah's walking through the rubble, I thought that was good. So
that's it. Now, here's going to be the problem. If they're just doing cameos, like if they're not main characters, it's going to be a hard watch.
It might be.
If they wanted to relaunch it and make it the story of Hiro, I would be down. I'd be pre-ordering the Blu-ray set right now because that's awesome. Hiro was the best.
Yeah, he was fantastic in the movie. So
well,
it seems to me like the way that they are synopsizing the miniseries is that they are talking to people who are coming into their powers. So I don't know if it's a prequel. Sequel.
It's a sequel. It's later because the whole thing was where have the heroes gone. It's whatever happened. I didn't watch the end. Did anyone watch the end of the series? Because I think that something happened that made the heroes like go fade into the background or something. Like, our mission is done.
What they were saying is there was some kind of accident at like a power plant or something caused by one of them, and so.
Oh, you mean Civil War?
Civil War, exactly. Gee, that's that didn't happen in Wolverine too, or anything like that. And that they are in hiding because something happened and nobody
Watchmen.
knows what to blame.
Yes, I think I've seen that.
So that's original from that.
Well, so it's wholly original series. This will be great. But Hiro is back in it.
But Hiro's back, and he looks bad.
Yes, he does.
So he looks really good.
Yep.
He looks angry, and he has a little soul patch. So
yep.
I'm all in.
I think his friend on the show died on the show, though, so we won't have his friend.
Yes.
Remember his friend? I liked his friend.
His friend was good.
But why doesn't he just go back in time and get his friend? Marty! Let's go back and save your friend!
The DeLorean is broken? I don't know what to say, so...
We don't have enough gigawatts. Thank you.
But that was pretty good,
For the first time ever.
That was pretty good.
Independence Day now has a new title. Independence Day 2 has a title.
The 5th of July?
We've been calling it Independence Day 2.
Back in the Boogaloo.
It's Electric Boogaloo, yes. Independence Day 2. No, it's Resurgence. Apparently the aliens come back.
They didn't kill them all. They killed
the
ship.
Were there.
They killed one ship.
Yeah, we saw them kill one ship and assumed, which when you assume, Kathy, it makes, never mind, I'll draw a chart for you later.
It makes you like Rob. I'm sorry, what?
But I have a feeling that they're going to do something like they were dormant under the ground, or they were all hiding in a mountain, or Brent Spiner had him in his pocket. Brent Spiner's coming back,
the fact
too.
that he's coming
yes,
back.
I know he died in it, but it's a resurgence of Brent Spiner.
That's right.
Oh, he's got an army of Spiner femmes. Yes.
Oh, my God.
You've got machine gun Ghibli Spiner femmes. Yeah, baby. See, another bad impression.
So.
Ding.
That's one more on the resume. I do thousands of bad impressions.
I do thousands of the same impression.
It's the same person, but it's
I
like,
do
too.
Too.
Now it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I do that one, and
now
I do
it's
this
Emilio
one.
Estevez.
I'm Edward. See, there's two. Well, I'm missing part of a finger. There's 2 3/4.
Ba-dum, boom. I can't put my finger on
Will
it.
Smith? No, Will Smith
No,
did
he's
not come
coming
back.
back.
So
Jaden is, though, as Static Shock.
You know, that just took all the joy out of that for me.
Martin
He's
Lawrence
dressed
is
as a
coming.
white Batman, though. You know how he wears that white Batman outfit everywhere?
That's
Terrible.
right. That's awful.
No, it's going to be Kim Kardashian in it. See, it's getting worse.
All right, well, speaking of Batman, Ben Affleck is directing the solo Batman movie,
Yes.
which I think is kind of cool.
I think it's cool, too. He's a good director.
And
I like the
as
very
idea.
good
the writer is going to be Chris Terrio, who's also writing the Justice League movies, who also wrote Batman v Superman and wrote Argo.
And he's the brother of Denny Terrio.
Danny Terrio. That's awful.
There's a joke for the old folks.
That's awful. That is
I'm
awful.
leaving.
That was a
Mic
good
drop.
Do you know
joke
what
for the
that
older
is? Do you
folks.
know what Danny Terrio?
Yes.
Did you? Why aren't you up on this show? Yes. Yeah, thank goodness you're not.
It's the 30-second delay.
Yeah, right.
Because she
That's
talks
her
to
hero
you
power.
enough.
Well, I forgot what we were talking about. I got thinking about
Ben
Denny
Affleck.
Terrio.
No,
Yeah,
Batman.
I'm going to say I know it's not going to be Marvel hope or Marvel-esque, but I have some hope for DC making some good moves. I think the Ben Affleck thing is a good one. He's solid, and I think he can bring a lot to Batman and not mess it up completely.
I think that's one in their category, yes.
I mean, I think that.
How was that for a diplomatic way of saying it?
There is some, but I think there's potential. It's not going to. I don't think. I mean, we've talked about it before on this show and on others that they may not hit the home run, they may not hit the grand slam, but they're gonna. I think they can do pretty well with it, enough to make it worth their while.
I say we
nice.
determine that 3 movies in.
Sure.
I think it's going to be different than we think. I'm hoping it's great. I want it to be great because I want everything to be great. I want everything to be. I want the remake of Super Mario Brothers to be great. I want a He-Man movie to be great.
That's
I
unfortunate.
want Jaws 16 to be great, and I want all the DC movies to be great. See?
Well, I know you're,
Sure,
I want Kevin James to be great. Whoa, that's an optimist.
You do think he's great, unfortunately.
I was going to say, you love Kevin James secretly. We know this. We know you have the entire King of Queens box set, and you watch it.
You did. You dropped it. I tried to say
terrible.
it. So.
Well,
But-
folks at home, you won't see me eat anymore.
But DC's going
my fork.
in a completely different way.
Yeah, I'll eat it off the floor. Thanks, Mom.
And they're talking about
Mother
food
of the
off
Year.
floor. But
Somebody call DCFS. My mom's making me eat off the floor. No, I'm okay.
We're having a show going on.
Oh,
here.
sorry.
I'm going to say I'm trying to talk here, and also add more to the DC talk because Jared Leto on the set of Suicide Squad has been sending his co-stars crazy gifts.
Wait, you're calling this news?
It is news.
It's not news.
He's taking in the Joker persona to the utmost degree. He's sending a box of bullets to Will Smith.
Yeah?
He sent a rat to...
Yeah, they wrote on there for Jaden. Oh, too soon?
Too soon.
Nothing's happened yet. Too soon. Way too soon.
Well, and if it does, they're coming for you.
Yeah, right? If it does, I'll eat crow.
We were talking about how different and what DC can do. I think DC can hit home runs by going in the opposite light of Marvel.
Sure.
Because a lot of people,
I think
even
they're
the younger
chasing
generation,
Marvel right
they
now,
wanna
though, and that's
see-
the problem.
They want to see this dark and gritty kind of universe.
I do too.
The problem is to me is Zack Snyder. I'm curious for Suicide Squad because if Suicide Squad,
But the Croc looks so bad in that. It looks terrible.
they could fix it with CG.
Well, why release the picture? I mean, yeah, you wanted to release the picture to let everybody see Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but that's all we needed to see. The rest of it, what the heck? I can't identify anybody other than Croc looks like Mojo Nixon in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Remember when he turned into King Koopa? No, not King Koopa, but a Koopa Trooper? That's what King Croc looks like in there.
And I watched it last night. Yes, I know.
Yeah, terrible.
I did watch
Awesome
Super
in that
Mario
movie.
last night.
Awesome in that movie, though.
I heard.
Remember when he's got the harmonica around his neck?
I did.
That's the
That was
best.
so awful.
Oh,
He
it's
was
so
toad.
good.
No, it
Samantha
wasn't.
Mathis is in that. It's so good. Oh, it's so bad.
I digress. It is very bad.
It's
badly good. Like
You know,
Big Trouble.
I kept in my head trying to defend the movie, like thinking what I would say about it. But it's like this movie is so bad.
It's over. Hey,
but it's,
awesome.
it's not even so bad that it's good. Like when you laugh at it, it's just so bad that it's bad.
No, there's an element. No, it's bad.
No, it's
Hannibal got canceled this week.
Yeah,
Any
I heard.
Hannibal fans out there?
Yay.
You know, everyone we know that watches Hannibal, they would all say it's too bad because at some point this will get canceled.
It's
because people aren't watching it.
They'll,
But it is.
they'll revive it. Somebody will hit.
They've
Somebody
all
has to
said
take
it is one of the best shows ever on TV. That's what I've heard repeatedly.
What-
And they cancel it after 3 seasons.
Wait, you're back?
It will
Nice.
be somewhere else.
If Joe Dirt can get a sequel,
Joe Dirt!
somebody else will pick up Hannibal.
Wait.
You know, Crackle is sitting there like, we'll take Hannibal.
Yes, Joe Dirt's getting a sequel. Good to hear.
I saw
Not getting
that.
a sequel. It's on Crackle right now.
It is.
Wait, well, okay.
It's out. It's unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah, Joe Dirt
All right, well,
too.
I didn't know it was already
It's
out.
called Resurgence. It's got Brent Spiner and an army of Spiner Femmes in it.
And Jeff Goldblum made that trip.
Jeff Goldblum
Jeff
made it to
Goldblum
that
made
one.
that trip for that.
Oh, I got bad news. We don't have a lot of time, so we got to roll through these. I've got bad news. James Horner died this week.
Yep.
Yep.
And that is really sad. I mean, this is a guy who wrote incredible soundtracks. He was a favorite of, like, James Cameron loved working with him. He wrote the soundtrack to Wrath of Khan. I mean,
Yeah, there's
just great stuff. So that's really terrible news. He died in a plane crash. I think he shouldn't have gotten in the plane with Harrison Ford. We all knew it was coming,
Too
folks.
soon.
We
Too
all
soon.
knew it was coming, folks.
I was coming for a John Denver.
You are just
John
awful.
Denver.
Sorry.
You were
Sorry.
just awful.
First, he got in a TARDIS, went back in time, got in the plane with John Denver.
And they crash into Harrison Ford.
John Denver died in a plane crash. He didn't.
Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono. Yeah, way to bring up. Wow, what a bummer, man. Yeah. And what about Hal Linden? Is he dead?
Denver.
Is he?
Hal Linden's alive.
The internet's all right.
My mom figured out how to use Google.
Wow.
She knows March 20th is Hal Linden's birthday. Let's shout out to Hal Linden.
Hal Linden. Woo.
Way to outlive them all, Hal.
Hey, no, Abe's kicking.
Yeah, I know. Let's have a death pool. Abe Vigoda and Hal Linden. Who's going to make it? Now let's add us to the mix.
Terrible.
Who is Hal
84?
Linden?
That's
84.
That's not bad.
Wow.
I thought it might be worse. So if we're going to go quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's 6:49. He's already in bed.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Kit Harington from Game of Thrones is being cast in Brimstone. I don't know if you heard about this.
No, what's
It's
this?
a Western movie with Guy Pearce and Dakota Fanning. It's
Guy Pearce is awesome.
Yeah, Guy Pearce is fantastic. It's supposed to be a Western where a preacher played by Guy Pearce.
You can't say more things that are going to make me happy here.
And Kit Harington is playing the kind of outlaw,
doesn't that
the
sound
hero.
awesome?
So it sounds really
Kit
good.
Harington is the outlaw. Guy Pearce is the preacher guy.
Carice Van Houten, who plays Melisandre on Game of Thrones, is also
I don't know who
in
that
it.
is.
I believe she.
Sounded like you just threw a bunch of letters down and read
It
them.
is. No, she plays the red priestess.
Like you're reading alphabet soup.
Exactly,
Callistra
it is.
Frala Pratandra.
Melisandre, yeah, she's 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up.
I'm sorry.
Have you guys ever played the video game Rampage?
I was just going to say this one. Do you know they already made a movie of Rampage, but it has nothing to do with Rampage. But he had the rights to the video game and made a movie. Uwe Boll made a movie called Rampage, and that is supposed to be the video game, and it has nothing to do with the video game.
Well, Uwe Boll is a terrible director.
Yes, but
is he related
this
to
news?
With this, so Rampage is basically for lack of better terms, it's like Godzilla and King Kong, and you're just destroying buildings.
Yeah, that's all it is. You're just climbing up buildings and crashing them, and then trying to pull out like
people
women.
to eat. Yeah, and so they're making a movie out of this, and The Rock is going to be starring in it.
You couldn't say more things I like about this. I want to see
it's
this
The
right
Rock
now.
fighting King Kong and Godzilla.
Oh.
At the same time, in a ring, in a cage
And
match.
a big lizard guy.
I thought if they could get Ving Rhames and The Rock to fight each other and climb buildings, that would be even better.
Ving Rhames and The Rock. Really?
Ving Rhames is small, man. The Rock would
You
just
can take
destroy
out Ving Rhames at the knees. I saw Daredevil.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Daredevil.
That was
What are you
Ving
talking about?
Rhames.
That was Michael Clark Duncan.
Same.
Yeah,
Michael
and
Clark Duncan.
And you could beat him now, so that's all right.
Michael Clark Duncan,
Duncan's
the guy
dead
from
now.
Clark Duncan is the one from Hot Tub Time Machine. He played Carlton Fisk.
That's Clark Gregg. Not Clark Gregg. That's
Clark Gregg is the
Dude.
guy from Agents of
He is
S.H.I.E.L.D.
awful. You need to
All right,
check.
stop. You're just confusing me. All right, so The Rock, another disaster movie. The Rock
But with
fighting
giant, like King Kongs and Godzillas. Awesome. 5 stars. 5 stars, 3 thumbs up.
You're
Done.
in. You're in.
Uh-oh, my mom has a question. You in the blue shirt. Hal Linden was born March 20th. She has some issues.
He's 84.
Yes, Mom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
94 Abe Vigoda.
I love
Bernice.
Abe Vigoda.
Bernice.
Bernice.
That's what we named our cats, Fish and Bernice. So, yeah. And right now he's like fish jerky. He's so old he's got no moisture left in his body. He's just beef jerky. That's it. Ewan McGregor wants to play Obi-Wan Kenobi in an anthology trilogy. You know what? Of course he does. Because I'm sure that's going to pay nothing. And it would be awesome to see him playing Obi-Wan Kenobi again in that time between the episode 3 and episode 4. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I think it would be a great time to see what happens there because there's got to be a lot of stuff, especially him running.
Yeah,
and things like that.
Well, there's a novel out right now called Kenobi, and it's supposed to be about in between that time. Some of the adventures that he has in between episodes 3 and 4.
It's a new novel because the new ones, is it? Well, yeah, but some of them are canon, some of them are not.
Yeah, I don't know where it falls in.
Because the comics are canon. The stuff happening in the comics are canon. And it's pretty crazy stuff.
Well, J.J. Abrams eliminated all of the the post episode 6 books that were out there and kind of relegated them to alternate universe. And now he's writing the canon from that point forward.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's doing the stuff from before.
Yeah, the prequel stuff could be. But I'm just saying they have
fantastic.
They have somebody who wrote. I haven't read it. I read some reviews on it. I plan on getting it. I just haven't had a chance to.
Okay. Excuses.
I'm pretty busy.
He is an insurance adjuster.
I'm an insurance
I don't adjust claims. I manage people.
I manage those people.
I manage those people to do it.
What were you going to say, Lil? You haven't read it yet?
Forgot.
Okay, blah.
I think that would be. I think that. I mean, there is some room out there for them. I mean, they're making Rogue Squadron. I always mess that up.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean that's between.
That's going to be awesome too.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. That's going to be awesome. Rogue Squadron was a video game.
Yeah. So if they could do that with
it's
Obi-Wan.
them stealing the plans to the Death Star, and then where that ends is when you see Princess Leia with the.
4,
that's awesome.
That would be really, really good. Did you guys see the new posters from Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
No, but the preview was fantastic.
I'm all in on Guy Ritchie. It doesn't matter if he directs a pile of poop sitting on a floor. I'm going to watch it. Sorry, I'm just saying that. I really like
your
this
restaurant.
So. It is, and if Guy Ritchie wants to film that here,
Guy Ritchie One Floor, is that the name of that movie?
Yes, but
Point and shoot.
I mean, I know we talked about it. That
Point and shoot. That's gross.
That's the title of the movie.
That is, it's nasty. But Harry Cavill looks amazing.
Harry Cavill?
Is it
Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill.
Like, you know what I'm talking. I just read.
What happened? I think. Is your microwave leaky back there? Something happened to us.
We're overtime.
We are overtime.
OT.
But the pictures look great. They look very retro, very 60s, and it looks great. So,
I've just got a couple of quick things. Trailer for Kung Fu Panda hit. Kung Fu Panda 3. Did you guys see it?
No. I didn't even see 2.
It's funny. The first part of it is like, okay, he's jumping around and they're all jumping around. The second part of the trailer is so funny. I was shocked. Really good. Highly recommended on that trailer. Pixels trailer I mentioned. I had another one. I had 2 more. Paranormal Activity Ghost Dimension trailer. Looks like crap. I think that might be the one that he shot a pile of poop on the floor, and I'm not seeing that.
But he's not Guy Ritchie, so he can't get away with it.
He's not Guy Ritchie. It looks really bad.
But aren't they doing something? What's he?
It's the last one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really bad. So my last 2 things. How many? I've said 2 things. How many times?
A lot.
7.
Vin Diesel's The Last Witch Hunter is a new movie coming out. You guys seen this? It looks like it could be either terrible or fun.
Or worse.
The sequel is already in development. They think they have a franchise, and it hasn't even released the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how everything is in
Can
Hollywood.
anybody say Van Helsing? Because they thought that was going to be a long-running series, too.
I like that movie.
Van Helsing wasn't bad. I don't know.
It wasn't, but it tanked.
Well, yeah, but...
So they're just taking a risk by developing early. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not that much of a risk for them.
All right. Now I'm on my last one. The Soska sisters, anyone know who that is? They do horror movies. Okay? They're sisters. They are going to run a game show, an 8-episode game show. I just had to tell you what this is. On the Game Show Network called Hellivator.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, are they getting into sci-fi territory here? They lock people on an elevator, and they open the doors, and they have to get out and do a challenge, but it's, like, scary. And then whoever survives gets back on the elevator. This sounds so
like,
bad.
It's like Saw.
But nobody's going to see this. This sounds
It will
terrible.
not be seen.
I'm going to see this.
At the end of the day, nobody can say they saw this. That's for sure. This sounds terrible.
The best thing they would do is if they totally mocked it and made it into it was like a total miniseries, and they crashed the elevator and just said that's it. That would be perfect.
Nobody made it.
Sorry.
The problem is it's an actual game show on the Game Show Network. Somebody's getting fired. This is terrible. I'm going to watch it. Okay, is this it? Do you guys have anything more?
I know. Like, he keeps talking. No, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good for this week. So.
All right, that's it. Thank you for listening to This Week in Geek, everybody. We'll be back next week on Thursday, so July 2nd. Look at that math. Bam.
Wow.
For This Week in Geek. That's it. Thank you, Blue Box. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.